conclusion of the case, and we ask that you follow it.
How old are you?
24.
Why are you leaving a baby by themselves, unattended?
Well, I just got out here in Texas. She wanted us to come down here and she wanted to see my daughter and my son. So I came out all the way out here. You know, I didn't have it. I had money, but I had, diapers and wipes and stuff. I didn't have it. I couldn't count on my mom because she works.
No. This thing said that you had a setup in your bathroom where you would play video games.
No,
Judge, Mr. Stokes, number one, we received a new offer today. Number two, Mr. Stokes, after discussing the case with him, no longer wishes for me to be his counsel. So I can file a written motion to withdraw, but I'm orally asking the
All
court.
right, we can go on the record. Court is calling 2023 CR 7159 State of Texas versus Stevie Stokes. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state, for the defense?
Kelly Biddle.
And are you Mr. Stokes? All right, your counsel, you want to do an oral motion to withdraw?
Yes, Judge.
Any objection to the oral motion? All right, you may proceed.
Judge, after conferring with the clients and with the client's family, and speaking with him this morning, he no longer wishes for me to be his attorney. I feel that the attorney-client relationship has deteriorated, and I don't believe he trusts my counsel anymore. And so I'm asking the court to allow me to withdraw. In addition, the client's family, not anything to do with the client, but the client's family has been has written me and has not been written the most kind things to me.
Okay, all right. All right, motion to withdraw is denied. You're set for jury trial today. If your family wishes to hire an attorney, then that attorney needs to be here this afternoon, prepared for trial.
In addition, Judge,
Yes.
I thought this case was set at impact. And so I approached Judge Jarrett, who was set at impact last week, and I filed a motion for continuance, which I discussed with the state. And I got that signed by Judge Jarrett.
Well, I'm unsigning it. That's withdrawn. This is set impact. You go to impact to try cases. This case has been pending since 2023 of September. We're coming up on a full year for this case. This case is going to trial, right? And we can go off the record. Let me explain something to you. One attorney told me when I was starting out, he said, Stephanie, when I was a defense attorney, he's like, Stephanie, you really should be winning every case that you try. I'm like, what? How can this be done? He said, if we can write our own facts, we could win every case. Guess what? Can't write your own facts. Your attorney looks at the police report, maybe talks to you. If your family were not present, he can talk to them or not talk to them. He represents you. The state will tender an offer because in this court, I require that the state tender an offer. Your attorney then is legally and ethically obligated to give you that offer. You can think it's a ridiculous offer. You can accept it or not accept it. You can say, you know what, I won't accept this, but I'll accept offer B. And then your attorney will give that counter offer to the state, and the state will say, we're not offering that. We're only offering what we've already offered you before. Otherwise, we're going to trial. Then your decision is either you want to go to trial or you don't want to go to trial. Your attorney cannot make the state dismiss the case. They can't make the state give you an offer that you feel that you are deserving of. So this is going to trial today. It's been around for too long. All right.
Judge.
And here's the thing. I always tell people, treat everybody with respect. Treat everybody with respect. Yes.
but I wanted a bench trial.
All right. Well, you can talk to your attorney and see if he wants to do a bench trial. If he wants to do a bench trial, then I will hear it. And this is what I will tell people about a bench trial with Stephanie Boyd. It can be a capital murder. If it's a capital murder and somebody decide they want a bench trial and we go out through the steps for there to be a bench trial, guess what? If there's not enough evidence, I'm going to find somebody not guilty. If there is enough evidence to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find them guilty. The only exception to that is if my mom is on trial. Because if my mom is on trial and I'm hearing it, it's going to be not guilty. But other than that, it's guilty or either not guilty, and I just listen to the facts. You understand? So if you want to think about a bench trial, the state has to agree to a bench trial. You can't just say, I want a bench trial. And then if the state disagrees with your right to have a bench trial, they can do that because the state is entitled to a jury trial as well. But if you're coming to me and you want me to listen to the facts, I will listen to the facts and I will make a decision. But if the state is able to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, it's going to be a guilty verdict. If they can't prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, it's going to be a not guilty verdict. And I think people in this court and defense attorneys will tell you, I've had cases before me for a bench trial where a person's been found not guilty. I've had cases before me with a bench trial where a person has been found guilty. I'm just a straight shooter. You understand? All right.
Judge, I need to re-urge my motion for continuance. We're missing a witness that is essential to the defense for purposes of this case because it's a baby death. I need this witness.
All right. And has this witness been subpoenaed?
They're not subpoenaed because it's an expert witness, Judge. My expert witness is not available.
Oh, he can zoom in. Yeah. Your expert witness can zoom in. All right, thank you.
And also, Judge, I think the bench trial request is something that we have to take into consideration. As well, we may have to change to a bench trial. You have to take it upstairs to request that I can withdraw or waive on my own. I do have to.
Okay. And I don't mean any disrespect to anyone, but I know that the chiefs are not actually trying cases. They're letting you all try cases. So I'm sure somebody will be able to pick up the phone and call the chief or whoever it is you need to go to.
Yes.
To see if a bench trial is possible.
Yes, this is just new to me. This is
All
the
right.
first time it was done.
All right, thank you. Everybody step back. All right, who's here on 3 CR 7159, State of Texas versus Stevie Ray Stokes? Can our parties announce for the record for the state,
Right, Sylvania?
defense?
Kelly Piddle?
And are you Stevie Ray Stokes? Counsel, have you received all of the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Stokes, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes,
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are proceeding on count 1, abandoning child, and we are waiving and abandoning the remaining counts.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers of Affidavit and Admonitions with your attorney?
yes,
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with abandoning and endangering a child? Placing in imminent danger of bodily injury as a second-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Do you understand?
yes,
And on this case, is there an application for deferred adjudication or no?
Just community supervision.
All right, any objection to the court checking the box where there says there's no application for deferred adjudication?
No objection, Judge.
All right, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
yes,
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
yes,
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
yes,
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Stokes, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
yes,
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count 1. Punishment is to be assessed at 8 years in the prison. There's no application for deferred adjudication. State recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years and there be no contact with Zilila Washington, Ziliah. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to count one, how do you plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
State Officer 671 with attachments.
Objection.
Right, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. Do y'all have the autopsy?
We do.
All right, I need to see that. Any objection to the state amending the stipulations to include the autopsy?
No.
Then the autopsy will be included as part of the stipulations. Reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
What would you like to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we ask that you follow the plea bargain. Myself, Mr. Saldana, and Mr. Stokes thoughtfully came to this conclusion of the case, and we ask that you follow it.
How old are you?
24.
Why are you leaving a baby by themselves, unattended?
Well, I just got out here in Texas. She wanted us to come down here and she wanted to see my daughter and my son. So I came out all the way out here. And I didn't have it. I had money, but I had, diapers and wipes and stuff. I didn't have it. I couldn't count on my mom because she works.
No. This thing said that you had a setup in your bathroom where you would play video games.
No,
That's what's in the, am I the only person who read this in the stipulations? That's what's in the stipulations. So I don't understand that. And it says that this child was born premature. And in it, finally, the police get you to admit that you knew you should have checked on the child, but you didn't. So why are you not checking on the child?
I mean, I did check, but when babies are asleep, they sleep. That's what I thought. I raised my daughter Delilah on my own, and
No, it was stated that you were in the bathroom playing video games.
well, that's what they say. Cause I know me, I don't be playing my games. Why would I play my game in the bathroom? I don't.
And then they checked in with the plasma center and it shows that you were not at the plasma when you said you were. You were not at there at 7, you were there at noon. And so you left a premature child by himself, face down in his bassinet.
I don't never face down my children.
Okay,
Always on the back.
anything else?
Okay.
All right. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. I'm following the agreement that the state has reached with your attorney. There's going to be proof of employment. Where are you working now?
No feathers, it's right off military.
Within 30 days of release from custody? There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. And why was the house so nasty? They said the house was filthy. Sorry, the apartment.
Well, I didn't have a lot of stuff. It's really my baby mama. She had a lot of stuff all over the house. I didn't have.
Well, were you not living there as well?
Yeah.
So why didn't you clean? They said that there was marijuana butts in the house. They said there was an infestation of roaches. So that's what you all brought a premature child to. So why was no one cleaning the apartment? They said there was standing water in the sink. Yeah, I'm asking these questions. So why were you not cleaning?
I mean, I do clean, but I don't, I don't clean as much as I'm supposed to.
And then in this report, they said that you said that you didn't have any family here in San Antonio. But now
Yeah.
you're saying your mom was here, and halfway through the police report, you say that your mom was here in San Antonio.
Yeah, I always said my mom was here. She wasn't even there when I got locked up.
All right, there's to be no contact with Zelaya Washington, no contact with minors. And obviously you and your girlfriend don't make good parents. So there's to be no contact with her. Let me see if I can, what is Tremaya Washington? That's Tremiah. And is Child Protective Services involved?
They were, Judge, the case is now been closed. It's my understanding that Samaya is with mom. Yes. We have not been able to reach mom.
Oh, I guess, I don't know why CPS would close the case, but I'm not CPS. All right. There's to be regular random UAs. Bill visits. One time per month. Until further notice. 100 hours of community service restitution. There's going to be parenting classes. Probation, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
And there's going to be 180 days Bear County Jail as a condition.
Will the court give him credit for his pretrial incarceration?
No. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement? Because I followed your plea bargain agreement and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, and do you need any therapeutic help? Do you
Yeah.
need any therapy? Do you need help, mental health, trauma? All right, are you sure? Your child died.
Yeah, but it says, you know.
So you're over it.
No, I'm not over. I'm just saying that I had my daughter and she was preemie, and nothing happened to her. It just, I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Judge, after he's released from the Bear County Jail, can he have his GPS removed?
Just come back and I'll consider it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you want me to come back in 6 months?
Yes.